The Hunting Grounds is brought to you by Everett Chevrolet of Northwest Arkansas and by Bedford Camera and Video, Spy Point, Ion Official Action Camera, Popeyes of Northwest Arkansas, Mega Rack by Temptation Lures, Luminox, Morel Targets, Four Wheel Concepts, Nose Jammer, Shaybug Design, Muddy Outdoors, Eagle Seed, Wet Ink Design, Bowtech, Gold Tip, Hook, Line, and Sinker Outdoors.
So let's talk about the importance of having mineral sites on your property. We have them on every single property we have 365 days a year. Deer go through a lot of stress, and it's good to have those minerals out there for them in those times of stress. You know, those bucks are coming off that tail end of that rut. They're trying to put mass back on their bodies. Come spring, they're trying to grow antlers. And if you have mineral out there 365 days a year, it's going to allow them to tap into that. They've got it stored up in their body already, and it's going to make them just that much closer to expressing their full potential come next hunting season. Now, it's also good for the does. Does are going to be producing milk. Again, that's a stressful time for them because now they've got to consume enough and be healthy enough to not only help them survive, but they've got to help their young survive, produce that milk, and make sure that everybody's as healthy as it can be. By having these minerals out here 365 days a year, you're going to do that. Now, whoever you use, make sure that they've got those trace minerals. If you and I wanted to express our full potential, we can't take one vitamin. We need all our vitamins to express our full potential. Same thing goes for the deer. They need their zinc, their copper, their magnesium. It's got all that in this bag that we're going to put out here. So what we got here is a Trophy Rock 465. It's a granulated Trophy Rock. It's got all the trace minerals inside of it. And there's a couple different ways that you can put minerals out in your property. And if you've watched some of our past videos, you'll see a lot of times I'll go in an area that I'm going to be hunting. If I can find a stump, an old stump, a new stump, I'll cut a notch in the top of it, kind of a upside down triangle, just so that it will hold a block of mineral. And I'd much rather have that absorb into that stump rather than putting it on the ground and having it leach through the soil and being lost when I'm trying to put it into the deer. Now, this is a granulated mineral, and I've done something new for the first time here. I took a log, I cut it up today, went ahead and notched it out, cut a flat spot on the bottom so the deer just wouldn't be able to roll it or anything if they were coming in and got kind of aggressive at getting this mineral. But I'm going to hold that mineral in here. Again, it's going to do the same thing that the stump is going to do. If the deer aren't able to get in here and consume it, it's going to be absorbed into this piece of wood. And I am a-okay if the deer come in here and want to consume all this piece of wood here. It will not bother me at all because it's very easy to go out and cut up another piece. But this way I'm not going to be losing any mineral to leaching. I'm going to make sure that it's going to be all going into the deer and wildlife on my property. Now, another great thing about having mineral sites on your property 365 days a year is I see it so many times. A hunter is going to get ready 2 weeks or a month before season. They're going to go out and buy in bulk minerals and attractants, hoping to get that big buck pattern to coming in there. Well, that's not always the case unless you sometimes get lucky. But by doing this 365 days a year, you aren't taking that big bulky cost. You're going to spread it out over a year, make sure those deer have everything they need throughout the year, helping them express their full potential. Here, got it turned on, and we're ready to rock and roll.